Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Sokka here with the next episode of Sokka Speaks On. This week, I'm going to talk about a game that I am personally really excited about from Paradox Interactive. It is called Stellaris. Now, Paradox Interactive is known for their grand strategy games, such as Crusader Kings 2, Europa Universalis 4, Victoria 2, Hearts of Iron 3. Hearts of Iron 4 is actually coming out on D-Day this year, and if it strikes my fancy and it looks cool, I'll cover that in an episode. But Stellaris comes out May 9th, and essentially they are trying to combine what was called the 4X game to their grand strategy game. 4X stands for Explore, Expand, Exploit, and Exterminate. And Paradox Interactive Games gives you the free reign to do all of these things, to play how you want to play as a player. Now, I'm a fan of the X series. You see X3 Gold Edition here. And the bad thing about this game is, even though it was beautiful, even though the economy was well thought out, there was no tutorial, it just threw you in. You literally started in your little spaceship on your home planet, and it just said, okay, go. And many players were thinking, go where? What do I do? So X is a very difficult game to get into, rewarding when you get a flow and get it figured out. But what Stellaris aims to do is allow you to do what you want, but sort of in a structured grand strategy scale. You start off with a planet, a few ships, a science vessel, a small armada, 3 ships, and they allow you to customize your creatures, which is really cool. In the other games, they were based in history, so of course you're playing human beings going through the things that were historically important as a species, and then it lets you play with history. This game takes place in the 2200s, so there is no history to play off, so really there are no restrictions. You don't have to worry about, succession wars that actually happen. You don't have to worry about Hitler invading Poland, because in this game, who knows what's going to happen? So this game is a lot more free. It's not as restricted by history, which allows the player to really have a unique experience every single game, which I'm really looking forward to. Also, the developer said that this game has no end. You can keep on going until the victory conditions are met. So unlike the other grand strategy games that went until a certain time, this game has a victory condition, I guess much like Civilization, where once a player reaches that victory condition, the game is over. But I think they even said that you can go past that. So even when the game is over, if you really like your empire or your civilization, your federation, then you can keep on going, which is really cool. There are 3 tiers that you can buy into right now for Stellaris. The base price is $39.99 on the Steam store, and I will have a link for that in the description, which is a really low entry point, I think, for this type of game. Granted, it does have flashy graphics, but I mean, it's not a AAA game that you would expect to see thousands of different custom models and, all kinds of particle effects and rendering and heavy story and heavy voice acting. It's pretty wide open, and that allows them to sell it for a little bit lower. Plus, they know fans of grand strategy like myself, if we like what we see, we're going to get it. And they offer 2 additional tiers. So the base game offers, at this point, you can send your name into space, it says, which is, we will literally take your name and launch it into the upper stratosphere on a weather balloon, and we'll film the whole thing. Someday extraterrestrial life may know that you dared to reach out to them. So, a little gimmick, but kind of cool that they'll take your Steam handle or whatever and send it on a weather balloon. You also get a Blorg Forum avatar, and the Blorg is the race that they were playing in their Paradox Extra series, showing off the game. If you were curious about what the game looks like, certainly that would be the place to go. but they played a fungus, a sentient fungus, and they named it the Blorg. So you get a forum avatar, and you also get mobile ringtones. I'm sure it's iOS and Android compatible, but 5 different sound effects for your voice, and you will receive the Stellaris theme as a ringtone, which is, kind of cool. Also, they have the Nova Edition tier, which is $49.99, still lower than a AAA $60 buy-in, but you also get the full original soundtrack, a Nova forum icon, and an exclusive arachnid alien race. So if you're thinking that your ideal creature that you would like to play is a spider, then this may be the tier for you. And then if you wanted to chip in $70, $69.99 to get the Galaxy Edition, you get an ebook, the Stellaris novel, written by Steven Seville. You get a digital collector's book. It looks like a bunch of concept art, a signed wallpaper for your computer, plus a unique forum avatar that is not the Blorg. It looks almost like a frog. Then you get the exclusive alien race and the original soundtrack. So much like a Kickstarter, you can get the highest tier and get all the rewards associated with that first purchase. I will probably go with the mid tier, the Nova. I think it would be cool to run into the arachnids. I don't know if I want to play an arachnid race. My ideal race would be sort of the new Kilrathi. Fans of Wing Commander would know that the Kilrathi are a feline type race, a cat race, and at the end of Wing Commander 3, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't played the game in the last 15 to 20 years, Mark Hamill ends up blowing up their home planet with a Temblor bomb. It shakes Kilra apart, and they're scattered across the galaxy. But I almost envision them like Imperial Japan was once World War II was over. They sort of had a democratic restructure. So I think if I was to play, I would probably do that. So this game is definitely coming on my channel. I'm definitely going to pre-order. I'm really excited about it. And if you are equally as excited, you can check out the Paradox Extra channel on YouTube. They have many parts in a Let's Play with the developers actually commenting on the things that you can expect to see in the game. They cover things like the combat, the diplomacy, the trading, the mining, the science, everything that you'll need to do to get a successful empire going. And if this doesn't sound good to you, who knows, maybe tune in, watch me play for an episode, and if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. Certainly grand strategy isn't for everyone, especially if you've grown up with fast-paced first-person shooters or sort of puzzle games or RPGs. RPG fans might get a little bit out of it, but definitely if you are the type of gamer that will sit down with a board game, Axis and Allies or Risk or something like that, or if you're a fan of politics or you just want to make a government based on what you think is the right thing to do, then Stellaris might be worth checking out. So that will do it for me and this week. I'll include those links below to check out the game page as well as Paradox Extras channel. So if you're interested, you can watch them play. Next week, I'll be talking about No Man's Sky, and IGN is doing another month of what they call IGN First, where they get Sean Murray to come in and explain and actually play the game. So if you're a fan of No Man's Sky or you have questions about No Man's Sky, it's definitely something to tune into. So I will keep a very close eye on that and get back to you next week. So for me, this has been Sokka. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold, and I will see you in the next Sokka Speaks video. Take care.